I hear a horrible, horrible noise coming out of the barn. It's one of the goats. And it looks like Huck has gotten himself stuck. I don't know how. Huck, what's wrong with you? So his right foot is stuck. All right, I'm going in. Look out, Ringo. No, his left front foot is stuck somewhere. Huck. No, stop it, Ringo, you little jerk. What did you do, bud? Okay, hold on. There. Buddy, are you okay? Oh, no. It's cut bad. Oh, sheesh, Huck. Y'all go away. I'm going to have to give Mr. Huck some. No, sir. I'm not going to let you stay because you're going to be mean. Go. 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 Go, sir. Go. There you go. Stay out there. All right. Give me a second here, folks. No, Huck. You're staying here. Ringo, you're going to stay right out there while I take care of Mr. Huck. No, sir. I got to, lock this gate. Man, I could hear, goats making noise. And you can tell a sound of distress compared to just a normal goat sound. And they can make sounds when they're hungry. They can make sounds, just animal typical sounds. But what I'm doing, I'm going to grab Jamie. And I'm going to grab, I'm wearing my boxers, sorry. And we're going to get dressed. And we may have to run this guy to town. I need help bad. Huck, his leg. Let me change my clothes real fast and I'll come and help you. All right, so come on, hurry. So a lot of folks are going to say, Lester, why didn't you just go ahead and take care of it yourself? So Jamie is the one that handles all of our little things like this as far as medical stuff. She has a medicine cabinet. That's what we call it, the medicine cabinet, where she has all of the antiseptics, wraps, gauze, all that we're going to need. And she also has more of a know-how. Y'all, if you don't know this, Jamie's in the medical field. Now, even though she manages doctors across the country, she also knows a ton about medicine, stuff that I don't know. I'm only a school teacher.
Okay, as weird as this sounds, I need your shirt.
My shirt?
Take it off.
Why my shirt, though?
Because I need to apply pressure.
You can't just use sheesh, Maggie! You can't use a horse wrap?
Well, no, first we gotta make it stop bleeding like this. So, what happened?
I heard this horrible scream. I was in the other barn, and I heard this horrible, horrible scream. Which was obviously, Shirley, don't cough on Mama, baby. Don't you not heard of social distancing? And he was in here along with a couple of pigs, several goats, but his foot...
I was just gonna say it's metal, isn't it?
Right here, you can't really see behind you. It had gotten down stuck between the wood and the metal. So we have a strip of wood, but the metal doesn't quite go down all the way down to it.
So, but you heard him, so you knew it was new, right? I just want to know how long he's been bleeding.
No, I was out in the other barn and I heard him. I heard that sound. And so...
Yeah, see, it goes all the way across there. The thing is,
How about I give you some of that wrap that we use for Journey to wrap it tight so it will stop the bleeding?
Well, I kind of need to spray it off, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah. I don't mean do that and then we're done, but no. I mean at least to stop the bleeding until you can.
Well, I don't want it to scab over with all this in it, is what I'm saying. So I need to spray this and clean it out first.
All right, so we have a water hose right here behind us.
Okay.
Let me do a little unraveling.
No, I'm not fighting you. Please. Okay. That mist is on? Or that, yeah. Let's get all the hay out of it. I'm sorry, Huck.
Oh, Trudy, you're so worried about Mr. Huck. We are too.
Buddy, I really don't want a horn to the face. I'm sorry I made you take off your shirt. See how...
So we got to decide if that's something we need to call and run him in for. All right, so here's a little bit of gauze and a wrap. I don't know if you want to gauze it first.
I'm gonna need more gauze than that.
You need more than that?
Like 3 of these.
Okay. So if you guys hear that other sound, that's just Journey, and she wants out. Gauze. All we have is the, okay, here's a small. I found some.
Right above your head in that brown box, on the top of the thing. That's all gauze.
All right, so see, I told y'all Jamie knew what she was doing.
Hold on a second. We might be okay here. I think that cleaning it off might have helped. We might be okay with not having to go in. It's clotting pretty good.
It does.
It's clotting pretty good, so that's good news. And if I can push it together, yeah.
And wrap it like that.
So, Huck, you're being such a good
He's
boy.
being a great guy. Are you okay, Mr. Huck?
I know that this is probably like where nobody wants to hear this, but Huck was a bottle baby. And if Huck wasn't a bottle baby and didn't have so much faith in us as being his people.
I'm going to rephrase that again while you're wrapping that up. Man, we have taken over the course of the couple of years that we've been doing the social media a beating for bottle feeding so many babies. But we just know as the caretakers what a difference it makes in their demeanor, especially when it comes to things that have to be done like this. If Huck were not a bottle-fed baby, if he were like, you know, I don't want to say a wild goat, but if he was just one that didn't trust us.
One that wasn't handled and didn't
wasn't handled, he wouldn't be standing here to do this. This has to be painful for him, yet he has so much trust and faith in Jamie and I, and the babies around him. He knows that everyone's here to protect him, except for Ringo. Ringo, I think, come by and gave him a good ram while he was stuck.
Aww.
But, yeah, no, we bottle feed our babies if we can because it's just so beneficial for us. Not that we ever want to see them in situations like this.
No.
But if they find themselves where they need us.
Okay. So, what we did there was clean it out.
Oh,
I held pressure on it to where I could at least see that it was starting to clot. So I then sprayed it with some antibacterial, antimicrobial spray in case there's any infection that could build up there.
She was playing Jamie.
So what we'll do is pay attention to this over the next 15 minutes or so.
I think we should also take a screenshot of the wound and send it to Dr. Priestley and see what she says.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it like that. We'll take that little clip of that video, and she's amazing with saying, "Yep, we're gonna need to sew that up," or "No, it's better." And just like we talked about, it depends on the animal. If the animal is willing to let it be handled, it's not going to cause extra stress and cause extra fight, and it's warranted, then sometimes, yes, it's better to stitch it up. But if the animal, like let's say it was Peggy Pig, there's no way on earth that we could get Peggy Pig in without stressing her out like crazy.
Yeah.
So we'll
Babe, did Shirley leave?
Pretty sure.
Did Shirley just walk out of here?
Yeah, Maggie, let her.
Maggie, you had a job to do, love. Okay.
Well, let's pay attention to this. Make sure that the bleeding does indeed stop. For good measure, I'll get what dose of penicillin that we need to give him, just to fight off infection. We are out in the dirt, and we don't need any of that.
No.
And we also have what is called Banamine, which is it's a pain medication for animals too that we'll give him, because that obviously is going to bother him.
All right. Well, thank you for coming running. I'm glad you were here.
I'm sorry.
I would have had to call.
Sorry about your shirt.
No, my shirt's fine, baby. You cannot go out there. I'm glad I was out and heard all that. And now I got to figure out how I can prevent that from happening again. Shirley, get back in there. Thank you, Maggie. You did good.
Work, Maggie. Way to be.
Maggie brought her back around.
Gosh, Lester, look at this. That's why
All right.
she put it in the pile with everybody else, though.
All right, folks. We're going to go do what we have to do to follow up on all this. Huck.
makes me so sad for him.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some water in here and drop some feed and try to get Laverne and Shirley out. And let him just have some quiet time until we can figure out what to do next.